Fairy Voice Mother, and today I'm going to be analysing a very special live performance of In the Air Tonight. I am currently with virus. What is in the air tonight, at least locally, is pathogens. So I have heard this song before. My dad is a humongous Phil fan. Hello, Dad. I haven't heard it since I was just a tiny child human, and I also have never heard this live performance. Fast forward a whole lifetime virtually of hardcore nerding, I should be able to shed some light as to why this is so great, and so we can do that together right now. I really like names with PH in them. It's partly why I called my dog Daphne. And even though Phil could be with an F, for some reason when I know it's a PH, it just feels nicer to say Phil. I don't remember this soundscape. This is so sensational because not only is the pitch going up and then down of that synth, they're also doing a little EQ.
So just to show you an example here, I've put this sample in that kind of goes up and down and bendy in pitch, but as I do this EQ low cut pass, I'm filtering what frequencies I'm allowing in and out, and it also adds a little bit more to that illusion of the pitch going up and down, even more than it is.
We've got percussive sort of heartbeat type sounds in there, but they are very much pitched. We've then got that B that comes in at diminished 6 interval. Now as I do the major 5th, which makes us feel like we're opening up. It's beautiful and perfect. Climbing up. Wow, this is beautiful. I love that. That is such an underused camera motion. It's one of my favourite things to do when I edit my videos. That soundscape is super dreamy and luscious, but for a very specific reason, and it's not just because of the sounds that have been chosen, it's the juxtaposition of them, when to introduce different kinds of textures.
Just as I was editing as well, I noticed that the rhythm sort of gets double time for a little moment before the notes climb up as well, just to make sure that we're kept on our toes the whole time. And I think the reason I didn't notice is because it sounded so natural. It didn't sound like all of a sudden something's kicking in. It was gradual.
It's not just random swelly notes all just packed in together for no good reason. It's in a very specific defined key, and the interval choices are very specific as well, depending on what they want you to feel in whatever moment. So that diminished 6th at the beginning, making us feel a bit like, ooh, a bit tense, and then adding that 5th, make us feel a little bit more uplifted. Let's go back a little bit because it's about to get real. Back down in those keys. like a spiritual being. Do you not think he looks a bit like the Dalai Lama or something? No, 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 honestly, it's not about me. Oh, nice, that octave underneath reinforcing it. Ah. It's so simple harmonically. Oh, that's nice rhythm. Very syncopated. Almost awkward.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. Well, I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Oh Lord.
Everything's got more normal in the instruments now.
Can you feel it coming in the air tonight? Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Oh, it's so epic, it's bringing tears to my eyes, and I'm not even sure why. It's not sad, it's not emotional, it's just miraculous. As soon as that electronic drum part comes in, we start to get accustomed to that syncopation. The harmonic contents of this song is so basic that even when we get that trill on the guitar, it's between notes that we're really, really used to by now, which is D flat and B. They kept people on the tippity top of their toes for 2 minutes and 23 seconds with 3 notes and immaculate vibes. Obviously lots of different octaves of those same notes and lots of different textures and sounds. Even when the chord progression does start, it's very basic. It just sounds like the 1 and the 5, which is sometimes referred to as the power chord. This one, come down a couple, super normal and down more, and then we go back up to the same one. And then you've got this. And it's like syncopated, but not deliberately almost. It's like a tiny little bit slowed down and then sped up a little bit. Tense and epic. And then there's his voice, which we haven't even touched on yet. I'm kind of scared to, because I already ramble on far too much. And I feel like if I start talking about the magic that is his voice, I may never stop. The way that it just punches itself out of his face. It's like, I don't know, it's something that is completely unique. And this echo effect that he has on his voice is so exaggerated. Just sounds like, you know, the preset that those karaoke machines come with. But on Phil's voice, it's exquisite.
Well, I've been waiting for this moment.
A reason as to why that is his voice is very bright. It resonates quite high in his face with a high larynx position and a high tongue position. I'm so stuffy, so excuse the mucosal element of the demonstration, but I've been waiting for this moment. It stays here and bright and twangy, and the word waiting isn't waiting with a big open space wait, it's waiting, like E.
Waiting
For all my life.
all my
Not for all my life, right? So the way that he chooses to says his words greatly determines how his voice resonates inside them.
You might have heard me talk before about overtones, which are the notes that live inside the notes. And because his voice is generally quite high, he sings with relatively high pitches, and there are a lot of high overtones in his voice because of all of these manipulations. That means that the notes that live inside his notes are amplified on those upper ends. And therefore, when you apply that echo and reverb and bigness to those high notes, it's really, really pleasant. They're high and shiny frequencies that dissipate quickly. But when we add echoes and reverbs and stuff to a low voice with a slower frequency, it gets really like wompy and heavy and swimmy.
I thought for a second that you had one of those priesty dog collar things on, and I thought, wow, I did not know that Phil Collins was a vicar. But it's his skin. There are actually massive benefits of using your voice in this higher way in terms of its longevity and projection. There's a little thing called the epiglottis that comes over the top of your larynx and has this kind of effect on the voice, making it more whiny and direct and piercing. This is often referred to as twang. And because this epiglottis comes over and sort of shrinks the environment in which your voice has to work, it doesn't have to work as hard. You don't have to use so much effort in order to get everything in motion. It's also much easier to control. And I think it's amazing that it's so perfect, yet so unique at the same time, because usually these like perfectly controlled voices don't have a ton of character, but his very much does. And a lot of that is to do with his very, very specific way of pronouncing words, which I love.
Well, if you told me you were drowning, I would not lend a hand.
Oh,
I've seen your face before, my friend, but I don't know if you know who I am. Well, I was there and I saw what you did. I saw it with my own two eyes. So you can wipe off that grin.
oh!
Know where you've
Mel.
been.
God!
Something a pack lies.
Oh, it's so intense. It's so... That was really... The universe is in his eyes, isn't it? That little bit of distortion in the guitar is so complementary to Phil's extremely clean, bright voice. I'm starting to realise that a huge reason, I think, why I love his voice so much is the way that he leans on the beginning of everything he says, whether it's a consonant or a ah, like a glottal one step.
Well, I was there and I saw what you did.
Well, I was there and I saw what you did. He does not stutter.
Did I stutter?
Everything that comes out of his mouth is a very, very deliberate choice. Nailed right between the eyes every time.
Something a pack lies. And I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
How are they doing that vocoder thing? Is someone doing the backing vocals and they're using one of those little tubey things that goes into the piano? Oh, that's so pretty. I wish I could see better what's happening. That's my vocoder impression.
Well, I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Oh Lord,
Oh Lord.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, well, I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Oh Lord.
Hi, me again. That guitar sound going up like that pitch bend really reminds me of a siren, almost like, everyone prepare yourselves because something is coming. Like reminded me of like an air raid.
Oh Lord, oh Lord.
Ah, that guitar coming back in there with the root note. Ah, simple roll!
Well, I remember, don't worry. How could I ever forget?
All of those instruments playing out for the first time.
And the last time we ever
The
met.
universe is watching. What the frick?
But I know the reason why you keep your silence, sir. No, you don't fool me. 'Cause the hurt doesn't show, but the pain still grows. It's no stranger to you and me. I can feel it coming
ferociousness inside him bubbling, even when he's extremely calm. It's the way that he does that look when he says grin, and his eyes sort of piercing through to your soul. The sort of tense way that he slowly walks over to the drum kit. He's poised always. And then obviously we have that drum break, and it's spectacular beyond words, partly due to how well the sound engineer has managed to make that sound absolutely massively enormous without distorting. I think it's really interesting how we come out of this really epic too. His voice does way more than that. It soars up to these massive, huge sounds. It does agility, but not yet. It's almost as if he knew how impactful that drum thing's going to be, and he's like, just to make sure that no one has a cardiac arrest at the show, I need to make sure that this chorus is something that they've heard before, you know, that immediately precedes that drum break, because otherwise it's just not fair. He's done us a chorus that we've had before, thank you very much, with now this live drum kit. Now they're real and they're fill. And he's singing at the same time. Like every 4 bars or so, we get a new syncopated fill into the next section. I just realised I'm saying fill, which sounds like fill. Drum fill could be actually this, or it could just be him himself. Which actually is quite poetic. He is the drum fill. Wow. That's the vocoder man! You saw it? 5. Fucking hell. I was not expecting to cry at that. It's even better than I remembered. In fact, it's like 1,000 times better than I remembered. Wow. I believe this is like 50% musical formula in terms of there are very, very specific and tangible reasons as to why that tension built so high. I've explained some of them, but I'll explain a few more now after the fact. But then the other 50% is far deeper and impossible to explain beyond the fact that he's obviously extremely spiritual and connected with what he's doing. The vocal melody literally starts to open up from the I can feel it coming in the air tonight, and then after that we get that big one, that big major 6. I've been waiting for this moment all my life. The way that he explodes into that top note, it doesn't come out of nowhere, is because we've had this one and now we have, but the way that he leans into it, it's those onsets, they are just so immaculate and confident, and then he just screws it in, he stays there. Oh Lord! I feel like it is unjust to use the word majestic in this video without applying that word at least once to this gentleman's lustrous, majestic beard. The sort of pinnacle grand finale of the vocal performance is this tippity top note, sort of just stabbed in. Rapturous applause, undoubtedly deserved. That was really spectacular. Again, way more spectacular than I remembered. It's hard to describe how overwhelming this was. No drastic twists and turns. It didn't suddenly change key or change rhythm or tempo or whatever. It was all the same sort of ingredients that we had from the very first few seconds, yet that 7 minute and 26 second journey really felt like we went somewhere. But it's almost as if we didn't go forward, we just went up. We just kept going up and up and up and up. And that really makes sense with how I feel about Phil and his feels and his singing. If you'd like to now recover and listen to something considerably less epic than this, you can check out my music. It's another long song done like a little movie. There's screamy moments in it, there's stabby moments in it.
Wouldn't that be typical of me, baby? Fascination in the first degree, like me. I'm starring in your dreams, and if you wanted to leave it.
And I don't know, you might like it. I'd love to hear any and all of your suggestions that you might have for videos for me to make in the future where I can react and analyse songs similar to what I've done today. This channel does not exist without you. And on that note, thank you so much for being here. If you're joining me at the premiere, a ginormous premiere hug for you. And at any other time, here's another massive hug for you as well. Love you bunches, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Mwah. Bye! Cynthia. That'd be a good name for a music producer, wouldn't it? Oh my god, I'm so stuffy.